We know about four values of Agile and 12 principles of Agile. But in PMBOK 7th, in standard, PMI has basically given 12 principles, and they are becoming more of a mindset of PMP exam. Now, all these principles are already reflected in various parts of the exam, various parts of the question, and they basically correspond to the servant leadership and all other things we already know. But through this video, I want to share what these 12 principles are and why do you need to know about them in for your PMP exam. Remember that PMI has said it several times. PMBOK is just one of the guide. So you don't need to study it, but if you understand it, it can help you it. So I'll try to give you a story. So why do we start any project? We start any project to deliver value. That is the reason any project is started. We focus on value. Lean focuses a lot on value. Agile has focus on value. That's why we rate the story as high value, high risk in the product backlog. And we know that it's all about value. And who defines the value? Value is defined by the customer. And generally, we are doing projects for our stakeholders. So stakeholders are basically defining the value, what is value, and we need to manage the stakeholder. We do manage the stakeholder by doing the collaboration, by building in an environment in which all team can make mistake, making sure that information radiators are there, making sure everything is aligned according to our requirement, making sure we communicate at right time to right people to have right impact so that they can understand what is happening uh, everywhere in the project. Who is collaborating, but basically who is responsible for that? Project manager is responsible for that, and he must have leadership qualities. So what does mean by leadership? So when I talk about leadership, I love to give example of tuckman ladder or situational leadership. Although servant leadership is preferred most of the time, but depending upon the circumstances the project is in it, you have to be directive, you have to be servant leader, you have to be a coach, you need to practice those leadership skills like emotional intelligence, and they are becoming more and more relevant, more and more important in upcoming future. So you need to have excellent project management skills, you need to have excellent interpersonal skills, you need to know how to communicate with your team, with the stakeholders. So you need, as a project manager, to have a leadership skill. PMI goes to another extent, and they say you need to be have a stewardship. So what is basically stewardship? Is basically you have to be ethical, you have to be polite, you have to be responding to the certain situation. I really like the example of air hostess when we talk about stewardship. Why are they in the plane? You see, plane is moving from one direction to the other direction. Even air hostess are not there, but the plane will reach it. Why are they there? They are there to act as a facilitator, to care for you, to provide food, shelter, as a servant leader, doing things like that. And they are doing all those things following codes of ethic, responsibility, fairness. They don't want to treat one customer more than the other. So integrity, care, all those things come under these things. So these are some of the important things. As a leader, you collaborate, manage stakeholder, provide value, and you are acting like a stewardship. But now let's look at the project management side. As a project manager, what are you doing? You are trying to deliver value, okay, and you are trying to make sure that the quality is built in. You see, in agile, in predictive, we focus so much on quality nowadays. We are looking more towards quality assurance than quality control. We want the quality to build in the product. If there is no quality, then we cannot do. And we understand that in the project there will be risk, both positive as well as negative risk. We want to exploit positive risk opportunity, and we want to minimize, avoid the negative risk in the project. Projects are complex, and we basically adopt according to the complexities of the project. If the requirements are known, we go with the waterfall traditional. If the requirements are not known and we want parts delivery, we go with the agile. We move towards more adaptive nature. So you basically, what are you doing in the complex environment? You adapt, as well as you tailored your processes of the entire project. You have to tailor, guys. Without tailoring, you cannot do anything in the project. Tailoring has to be there. Tailoring has to be in the context. Tailoring defines how you manage the stakeholders. And of course, while you are delivering value, change will happen. So whenever you want to handle a change as a project manager, you don't just do the change, implement the change. The team may ask, or the stakeholder are like in a speedy, please do the change. You cannot do that. You have to have a thinking of a system thinking that is known as holistic thinking. I like to think it in this way. Holistic thinking, like, if I'll change one part of my car, if I'll just change one tire, if that is damaged, how it will affect my other tires. Normally it is recommended to change at least 2 or 4 tires. If one thing is being changed, how it is impacting the entire thing. So we want to develop more system thinking relationship, saying that the entire thing is a part of our machine. If you are changing scope, schedule is getting effective. If you are minimizing schedule, risk and quality may increase, and you may increase the complexity. You may have to tailor more. You may need to satisfy the stakeholders more. The satisfaction with the stakeholders can be hard. You may need to identify new stakeholder, which will increase the complexity. Maybe you need to collaborate more with the stakeholders. So these are some of the principles that are aligned in the PMBOK 7th edition. These are actually the 12 principles that are outlined in the PMBOK 7th edition. And they are very, very easy if you just consider it in a form of how you manage the product. You want to deliver value, whom you are delivering value to the stakeholders. And you continuously collaborate with the stakeholders. As a project manager, you have to be a leader. And as a leader, you need to act more like a servant leader, but you need to adopt. It is preferred if you do the stewardship, like ethical things about that thing. And of course, when you are delivering value, we are working in a VUCA world, so complexity is there. You need to adapt and tailor, and you need, whenever you are changing, you need to monitor risk, quality, and having a holistic view of the entire project. That is system thinking can help you in that. I hope this adds value to you, and more videos I will make on each of these principles in the uh, upcoming series of these videos. But the one of the topic that I really love that the PMI have started endorsing it is system thinking. System thinking or design thinking are two concepts that are very near to my heart. We have talked about other things in many, like value has been talked a lot, leadership, change, complexity need more discussion, tailoring had been discussed, adoption, quality, all those things. But system thinking is something that we will be listening more. Guys, understand this principle and keep that in your mind while you are solving the exam. This is something that will become more and more relevant in the upcoming exam. If you have any question, you know where to reach me at any time. I will be more than happy to guide you for your PMP exam. Till next time, please do like this video. This is very, very important. I have started asking these people because now more and more algorithms comes into play, or maybe I have found out it now. And if you haven't subscribed to the video, please do subscribe this video so that more people can watch it. And if you haven't subscribed, I hope this is the time you give it a value, because I will be adding more and more things from PMBOK 6, 7, and other things. I hope you consider it, and I hope you like it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.